Ooh, that looks tasty. Welcome, folks, to the Hungry Gamers, back with another playthrough. And today I'm doing a solo play of Court of Miracles from Lucky Duck Games. Now, if you're interested in learning the basics of how the game works, you can check out my preview video, and there's a link to that in the description. And what I'm going to be doing here is I'm using a solo AI variant that I created. It's still being tinkered with and monkeyed around with, but I believe it works fairly well right now, and I will explain how it works in just a second. So I am the red faction here, and I'm playing against two AIs of the blue and the white. I'm going to play this on a medium difficulty, and the only difference in difficulty is every time one of the AIs uses one of their cards, that means they'll get 2 coins. If we were playing on hard, they get 3 coins. On easy, they'd only get 1 coin. So the way it works is fairly simple. On the AI's turn, it will always, if it has enough money, go here and put out one of their influence tokens over here. It will always do that, and it will always start off by getting this 6 right here if it can. Then any other time, if it has enough money, it'll go over to here, and it will simply start with the lowest cost and move up to the highest cost. It will also, anytime that it has 2 of its rogue tokens out on a district, if it comes to its turn and there's 1 empty space and it can guarantee that it will win the district by placing its 3rd one, it will then do that. Everything else is determined by the roll of 3 dice. And for me, with my 3 dice here that I got from a convention in Denver a couple years ago, the way I do it is the black one represents the district, this silver and bronze one here in the middle, that represents which rogue token is used, and this one here represents the placement of the token in whatever district it's placed in. And it's simply done as the die is turned into a D3 or a D2 or a D4 or whatever it needs to be based on the situation at hand. The other thing is that after all 3 AIs go, the Penniless King will move D3 spaces. So that kind of keeps the game moving and picks up the pace. And in order to manage that, I'm going to use my little Hogs of War coin here, and I'm just going to mark off that blue is the first player. So every time we go back to blue, the Penniless King will move. Here we go, the jump right in, and so we're going to start out with blue. He's able to make a purchase because he starts with 6 coins. I do need to roll 2 dice to figure out which rogue token and which place he takes. So I'll roll those, and my D3s come up 1 and 1, so he'll take this one and put it at the 1 space, which for me is the space closest to the X. So he goes there. That will move the Penniless King 1, and he gets to place out one of his tokens here, and he grabs his 2 back, and he spends 6 coins to do that. And then he'll play his card, and the way the AI plays cards is they simply discard them. They do discard them face up, so I do know what's going on, and he will get 2 coins for that, like so. Then we move on to white, and again, white's going to do the exact same thing. And we have 2 there, so it is using its 2nd rogue token and going there, so he actually gets 1 coin, so he only has to spend 5 of his that he already has, and he places 1 out right here, and we're off to the races. And then of course he takes this one, turns it in, which will get him 2 more coins. Now it's to me. So here's what I know. What I know is, well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out, I'm going to actually play my Hanged Man. I'm going to move this one to here. Then I'm going to play one of my 1s right here at the front, which will move the Penniless King. I will get to place out one of my influence tokens, and I'm going to be different. I'm not going to get my 2 yet. That might be a mistake, but I'm actually just going to pay 4 and get myself another card, which is the Devil, which lets me double a reward for placing my token. So I'll place that one out. Then we now have a standoff here, and see, I know because I have a 1 and we've started out that I actually cannot lose. So, but because I was victorious and blue had their beggar there, I do have to pay them 1 of my coins. But I now have an early lead. Now we move the Penniless King. He's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Nobody's there. Nothing happens. And we are back to blue. Blue can't afford anything. So now it's a total roll of the dice. So 6, I have to reroll. There's only 5 districts. 2, so he is going to take his second one, and he's going to go to District 2 right here and go in the middle and move one more. He can't actually afford anything there, so not a great play for him. And sometimes the AI does that. That's why they get so many other bonuses as we go through. And I forgot to say that I count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is how I count the districts. And moving on to white, who is going to go to District 3 and use his last one right here and put it on the first spot. So he will go right here, which will get him a new card, and that's going to move the Penniless King twice. And then he will use his card to get himself 2 more coins. And now he's got enough to where he'll be able to go back here next turn. So if I'm clever, I'm going to make a point to get this right now. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to take one of my ones and I'm going to place it right here and use the devil. So I'll get 4 coins. Or no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep my devil, put those 4 coins back, and that's going to move the Penniless King to here. Now there's not really much that I can do with my move to another spot, but I'm not really worried about that. I did that, so I'm not going to move anything. I did that so he gets here because I moved him. Oh, wait, nope. Rewind again. I am doing this. I am doing that. I am taking my 4 coins. And what's going to happen is right now, because we've reached the end of the turn, it doesn't matter what I roll, Penniless King moves 1, and we evaluate, which means no matter what, I've taken a 3rd one. And I am off to a fantastic start. Okay, now we're back to blue. Blue can't purchase anything, so we're rolling the dice. And it's going to use its first one and going to District 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's doing the first spot there. The way it works is whenever an AI winds up on this space, the first thing that they will do is they will move one of theirs into another spot that will trigger a standoff, where they would have 2 out of the 3 that are there. Otherwise, they will simply try to consolidate and take up more spaces. Now, in this case, since there is no advantage either way, I simply roll a die. We'll do odd, even. So odd, this guy will move here, and even, he'll move over to here. So he'll move over to here. I will roll one more die to target, and right there is how it will shift. So now it's on pace to take that away from me. Then white has enough coinage, so white will simply roll 2 dice to target over here, and it's going to use its middle one and take the middle spot, which will move the Penniless King, and then it will pay 4 to take this spot right here and another card, which it will immediately play for 2 coins. And then we are back to me. I know I can't get this. Now I do have enough coinage to make another purchase, but I think I want to come over here and start going into the bag and getting some more stuff. So I'm actually going to put my 1 right here, which will move that forward 1, which again, no, I don't think I want to go there. I think I'm going to come here, take a card, and I got the Empress, which I can move one of my renown tokens in play to an uncontrolled neighborhood, which means I could move this guy here kind of out there, which would open that up for me again. Then I'm going to reach in here, grab a new one, and I got the Sellswords. So it'll cost me 2, but this guy can become a 3, and I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm going to toss away one of my 1s, and now I have that guy there. And then end of the round, he moves 3, but he stops here. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 options. And when the Penniless King winds up on one of these, I just do a random standoff. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, reroll. So 1, 2, 3. This one gets a standoff, which means white will claim it. And we're back to the top of the round. So again, blue doesn't have enough to buy anything. However, as I said, it can complete this one. That's its second target. So we just have to see which rogue is going to use. It's going to use its first one. Goes here. Takes a coin. Also kicks me out, like so. And all three of these will go back. And there is no value for it to do any kind of move whatsoever, so nothing happens there. Then we go on to white. And that's a reroll. There we go. So we are second one, District 3, first spot. So it comes right here, takes a card, and that's going to move the Penniless King twice, and then it will use its card for 2, and now it's going to be able to buy another spot here next round. Okay, so I think what I'm going to start with is I'm going to start by using this. I'm going to move this one right here to here and just kind of claim that. Then I'm going to come here, gain a coin, and I'm going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nope. I'm just going to do 4 and get myself another one. This time I have the Fool, so if I play my card, if I time this right, I'll be able to get some coins from my opponents and put that back to there. Now, what I'm hoping for is I'm hoping for at least a 2 for the Penniless King to move, because then I'll be able to definitely win this. But Penniless King moves. Yep, he moves 3, but he stops here. And we flip. And he has 1. I have 0, but I will pay my 2 coins in the moment to make that a 3, which means I keep it. So I didn't gain a lot there, but I didn't want to lose it, because that can be it's really tough, I think, when you start losing stuff. Okay, and we're back to blue. Blue now has enough to make a purchase over here. So I just have to do a targeting. So it's going to use this one and go into the first spot, which moves that 1. He pays 4, gets a card, that goes there, and then he will use the card and gain 2 money back right away. Okay, we're on to white. White's able to make another purchase, so we just need a targeting roll. So we have this one going to the first spot right there, moves that 1, and with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it will take this one, which moves 1, 2, which triggers a standoff here. So he'll only get this 2 back because he already controls it. So as you can see, it's pretty close right now, and I need to find a way to kind of jump out ahead. So let's see. So I have my 0 beggar, and I have my sellsword. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to go here with my sellsword right there, and that'll give me 1 coin. And I get to get another one here, so another enforcer, so this one simply is worth 2, which is great. I will get rid of my beggar here for that instead. And then the Penniless King has to move. Moves 3. 1, 2, and 3. And now blue is up. Blue can't get anything, so here we go. And we are position 3. And using this one and here. So blue is claiming 2 cards, and then we'll play 1 to get 2 more coins. Okay, and now white is up. White doesn't have a clear play. Oh, reroll that. Great, so we're into zone 5. And white's taking this one and going to the first spot right there. So that is 2 coins. The Penniless King moves, and now that white has moved it to the spot, the way that works is the AI will, if there's any space that is guaranteed to win, it will target that. If not, it will then do a random one wherever it has a chance to win. In this case, it is guaranteed to win right here, so it will do the standoff. We see that was its enforcer. And I get kicked out. So now I'm in a spot. I could just claim this, but I would lose out on this ability because I don't have a rogue token available. But I think that might be the smartest thing to do. Simply get that, or I could go for some coins and try and maybe take that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go right here, give myself 3 coins, and hope maybe the AI winds up there. And the Penniless King moves 3. Okay, now we're back to blue. Blue has no obvious play. So here we go. Oh, that has to be re-rolled. Okay, so blue will take this one into District 5 and put it furthest away, so right there. So that's going to be 2 coins and a card. The old card gets played, which gives him 2 more coins and puts me in a bad spot for claiming what happens here. All right, so white does not have enough money to buy anything, so here we go. Okay, exactly what I wanted. It's going to District 1. It's using its first one like that. Then it reaches in and it grabs one of these. I don't know what it is, and we randomly roll to see which one gets replaced. Okay, second one here. So this one gets replaced, and that goes into the Sen. And white is about to win. Then we have a standoff here. So white has 1 to my 1, so I have to pay 2 in order to win this one. Otherwise, the game would actually be over. So there we go. And then these go back. All right, so now we're on to me. Fortunately, I only have 2 coins. So I think what I need to do is I need to make a play here and make sure I get that. Or, because I don't, yep, I think I have to do it like this, which I don't really want to. So I'm going to go there with my sellsword. And we take a look. So, oh, I have 2. It's 1. So I actually don't have to use my sellsword ability, which is fine. That goes there. That comes back there. And again, I'm back in the game. Okay, and that also keeps white from getting there. And then Penniless King moves, stops here, judges, there's nobody there. Okay, we're back to blue. Now blue has enough money to make a purchase, so we just have to see which one of its dice it's going to use. Excuse me, which one is rogue token. It uses that one, which gives it a coin. Then it has to spend 5. There's the 5. And it places 1 here, which moves the Penniless King 2, and then we have a standoff. So blue has 2 total, and white has 0, but blue has to give it 1 coin. And then I'm right back, not in a great spot. And I see, maybe I should have done that. It's possible I should have gone over there and just made sure I stayed in charge of that space, but that's the way it goes. And now we are, oh, shoot. Now I've just forgotten whose turn it is. So blue just went, that's who just went. And so blue will use its card for 2 more coins. And now this means that blue is close to being able to win. So what I went with the plan here of just kind of ignoring this rogue token, which might have been a mistake for me. But we shall see. So white is up, can't buy a space. It's going to District 3. It is used up. I need to re-roll its die selection. Okay, using this one. And it's going furthest away, so it's going to here. We'll claim one of these. And that will move the Penniless King 1 and 2. And let me give white its new card. Okay, so now we have a standoff right here. And so white will call for a standoff in the location that it has. Now this could give blue the win. It's possible, but we shall see. White does have the position of strength. White has 1. Blue has 1, which means white has the win and does hold on to that spot. Okay, it's back to me now. So I'm going to play my fool and make blue pay me a coin. All right, so what I'm going to do, because I have enough that I can make a purchase, but that doesn't really help me because I need to get blue out of there because blue's about to win. But I think that's really the only choice that I have. So I'm going to use my 2. I'm going to go here. I'm not going to take the coin. I'm just going to go ahead and spend it right away. I'm going to spend all 6. And I'm going to go ahead and get my other 2 here, my right hand. because I think that's what I need if I want a chance to win here. Because it looks like we're actually going to get to the gibbet instead of anybody getting all the way out. And it's going to move 3. Okay, it's getting very close here. So blue cannot make a purchase, so he has to roll. All right, so we are going to... Oh, I need to reroll that for targeting. There we go. So I was using this one, going to District 2, and closest to the X. And that just kind of moves that along, which is actually a pretty good play, because right now blue's winning. So if it winds up there, that'll be it, and blue's going to win. And I think, oh gosh, I'm in a bad spot. I'm going to have to find a way. So the only chance I'm going to have is if, I mean, white might mess this all up. But if I can go here without white ending it, I should be able to maybe take that away. So here we go. For whites. All right, so white we have, I have to reroll its targeting. Still reroll. There we go. So white, we're using this one. We're going, oh no. Remember I said if white doesn't mess it up? Well, white just messed it up. Maybe. So white just played its hand. So we are going to see who wins this one, because white just triggered a standoff and moved the Penniless King 1. So blue has 1. White has 1. But I got 2, which means I just won the game. Thank you, white AI. Okay, so now it comes to me. So no matter what happens, we're going to have an end game here, because Penniless King is going to move 1 no matter what. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make that happen. And I will just go right here and get myself 2 coins, which advances the Penniless King. We come to the end. I have 5 of mine out to 4 and 4. That is the game. And I have won against 2 normal AIs. So if you're curious in checking out this game, there is a link to where you can purchase the game in the description. Also a link to the ever-evolving AI. I am happy to take feedback on it, better ways to describe how it works, better ways for different targeting. There are still a few spots that are a little bit wonky. I will say I have not stress tested this at using a lot of AI. I have played a couple times of myself versus 4 AIs, and it does work. It's a little bit much to manage when you're running 4 of them, but it's not that hard. And overall, I've really been enjoying this. It obviously is not the same as playing against a person, but I've found that simply by turning these cards into coins, it does keep the game moving and really keep you on your toes, because you just have to be clever, because they're going to be making coins and they're going to be buying their way to victory. And I do enjoy it. I'm actually really looking forward to being able to play this with just one other person again, then add in some AIs. And I will say I have played it on the hard mode, and hard mode is hard. You really have to be playing up to snuff to beat the AI, when basically every 2 of these cards they can go here again. So it's really, really, really tough. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope this either encouraged you or discouraged you from picking up the game yourself. I really enjoy it. This has been one of my most pleasant surprises of games all year so far. So there you have it, folks. That is the Hungry Gamers Solo AI variant for Court of Miracles. As always, if you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.